Hello, the Haunted Informer, and today I'm talking about the new Skull Cave at the Darkness Haunted House for 2019. So here is the calendar for the Darkness for 2019, and the first night they're open is September, Friday the 13th. So that weekend of the 13th and the 14th, they're open that Friday and Saturday, is Flashback Weekend, which means it's only $13 to get in instead of the normal general admission price of $25. So definitely check out the Darkness for opening weekend and get that good deal. And then they'll be open the following Friday and Saturdays of September, and then they'll start opening the first day of October. They'll be open is the 4th, and they'll be open that weekend, and then they'll be open the Thursday of the 10th, and then from then the whole rest of October they will be open. Of course, varying degrees of being open from their hours will change, obviously being open later on the weekends because I have more actors, but it will be open for the whole rest of October, and they'll be open on Halloween, which also has different hours, and it's orange on this calendar, which is fun. And they'll be open 3 more days in November, the 1st, the 2nd, and the 9th. And the last day they're open, the 9th, will be blackout night, which means you really have no way of seeing. It's just really dark, and it's their blackout night, and wish you good luck. So here is some of the great work from Bryce Horror, who is a scenic decorator that was hired from the Darkness this year, and he actually helped out finish up the walls and decorate the scenes of the new nun room. So definitely check out that video up in the corner, and the Skull Cave shown here. And as you can see, he painted these rocks that they carved out of foam, and it looks great. He can obviously see put lots of texture in there, and he put in subtle grays and darker grays and greens for the moss and browns, and he just made it really gritty and did a great job. And as you can see, he did it all over these skulls. He put grit and dirt all over it, and it really shows. And I really appreciate all the work he put into this room, and I'd love to see it one day and see it all in person and actually take my time and look at it. And here's another wall of skulls you can see, and he obviously spent a very long time doing all this detailing in this room, and I appreciate it. And here's a little pile of skulls here, and you can see there's even more detail. Here is the new skeleton snake animatronic from Unit 70 Studios, and it is showcased in this room very well. And this actually comes out on a track and comes very close to the customers and starts biting at them and tries to eat them. And actually, they added a CO2 effect inside the mouth, so that will spray you when it attacks you. And as you can see, plenty of good detailing around it, showcasing all the rocks, with more detail from Bryce Horror. Room already has a ton going for it. It has a crazy bridge, it has all kinds of crazy amounts of detail and animatronics, and they thought, oh, that's not enough, let's put a live snake in the room. So they have this little pit here with an unfortunate scavenger that died here and is obviously rotting away and is now a skeleton, and they have a live snake in the room, so definitely watch out for that snake. And here is the giant skull of the Skull Cave, and this is the giant skull animatronic talking skull from Distortions Unlimited, and it has glowing red eyes, and it will talk to you, and they have a special soundtrack for him, and it's nice and menacing. And here are the Skull Warriors protecting him, and these are props from Unit 70 Studios, and there's tons of good detailing on all these skulls around it, the little skulls of the detailing on the walls from Bryce Horror, and there's some meshing in places to fill in some spaces around the ceiling, and that works. And actually not shown here on the pillars, they have some creepy hieroglyphs carved in, and they're actually lit up by some LED lights, and they look really cool. And before you can even get to this giant skull that's talking to you, you have to go under this giant skull monster, which is also another animatronic from Unit 70 Studios, and it has a giant axe. You have to walk under its legs, and it will come at you, and it will try to kill you, and it will wield its axe right at you, and if you survive, you will make it past the giant skull monster, and then you will be able to see the giant skull of the Skull Cave. And then you might even have an encounter with one of the inhabitants of the room. So that was the brand new Skull Cave at the Darkness Haunted House for 2019. If you guys actually saw the Skull Cave, definitely tell me in the comments below what it was like. I would love to experience it. It looks like a really awesome time. And that was the Haunt Informer. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to get a notification every single time I put out a new video. And I am on social media. I am on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On Instagram, my username is haunt_informer. So again, haunt_informer. On Facebook, I am the Haunt Informer. So again, the Haunt Informer. And on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @HauntInformer. So again, @HauntInformer. And if you have any questions, definitely email me at hauntinformer@gmail.com. Say it again, hauntinformer@gmail.com. And I'm going to be at Midwest Horrors Convention, and definitely say hi to me if you see me. I'll have a gray shirt on like this. It'll have my logo, the Haunt Informer, on it with my crow, like my profile picture, and it says the Haunt Informer on it, the channel. And it's on the front and back of the shirt. So if you see me, definitely say hi. And as always, happy hauntings.